Hello everyone! Today we'll be killing this giant Hulk, the Arcadian Brute, on advanced difficulty in one turn, so he won't even get a single chance to attack. He is by far the hardest storyline boss in the game, just because you only have 4 characters and he has a whopping 225k health. So, to start off killing him, let's look up the setup we need to defeat him. Okay, so here are the 4 characters that you'll have during Chapter 9. So I'm going to go through them really quickly, but we'll go through them slowly in a bit. So there are 2 main points of strategy, the technique and their vitality, which is the 5th and 6th stat respectively, or orange and green. So the main point of the strategy is to maximize the damage of Twin Melody, which is a chain skill that uses the special skills of Quintet and Nene. And to do the damage of Twin Melody is reliant purely on technique. So as you can see, Nene here has 1,901 technique, and Quintet over here is 2,657. Pretty large numbers. And you're probably not getting these large numbers unless you get probably the strongest fans you possibly can get at this point in time, and probably some amps on top of that. So you can see my amps and my fan right here. Sorry, it's in Japanese. This is what I had to work with. But you can see them. They both have really, really strong fans and really, really just high technique in general. So you probably need at least 4.4k technique in total between the 2 of them to get the damage you need to. Okay, so the first step in the strategy is to make sure you start off the battle with Arcadian Brute with 2 gauges. This is what you need to pull off Twin Melody. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm just going to go fight some easy enemies, and I just want to kill them as simply as possible and just get my voltage gauge to level 5. This will make my next battle start my voltage gauge at level 2, and then I'm pretty good to go. So the easiest way to do this is probably to burn normal attacks and just hit normal enemies that can't kill you. If you want to do a Shrine of Hope, that's perfectly valid. So I'm just going to go burn up a bunch of attacks on this enemy and then see if I can hit everyone. Yes, I can. So I'm just going to skip through all these animations. Hopefully there's enough. So it wasn't enough. He didn't even order break me. I don't have 5 gauges yet, strangely enough, though. So now my voltage at level 5. So I think we're good to go. So I can go lead this battle. And then from here out, we're just going to go head toward the Arcadian Brute. Okay, so here I am at the save point right before the Arcadian Brute. You can't see him from right now, but as we get closer, you'll definitely be able to see him. So if you wanted to stay safe, I would just take the active camo, get going, move. You don't want to encounter anyone because this will break your voltage gauge. And then you just want to walk up to him. So once you get up to him, just go and start the encounter. So here's the Arcadian Brute. And you can see from the get-go, we have all 4 characters together from the start. And we also have 2 voltage gauges. So let's start off by doing a harmonic. So now all 4 of our characters are going to go attack together. So from here, we're going to have Kyoka and Otaha attack with Light of Artemis. And you want to do it on a ferry. The reason for this is because Nene and Quintet both have a move reserved for Twin Melody. So because of that, they effectively have 3 moves. And so to do AoE damage, we're going to need people like Kyoka and Otaha to go, attack first, some extra attack. So after that, you want to attack with Heart of Artemis. So we're going to start off with Kyoka and Otaha because they don't have any strong fans. So their chain bonus will not be as strong. While people like Nene and Quintet have much higher technique. So we're just going to go let them take advantage of the small damage increase chain bonus gives. It's very small. I don't even know it affects the strategy really, but let's just do it anyway. So after that, we want to manually input Cosmic Fan. I'm mainly inputting it because it gives a higher link bonus if you do a manual input, but it's not essential for this strategy, so don't worry too much about it. Like you saw me screw up between the two Cosmic Fans, but that's a-okay. So from here, we have both our contact fans inputted, so we're going to be doing Twin Melody, which is Fantasy Freon and Prima Donna on Arcadian Brute. And that's it. You just watch the damage go up and up and up. And there, Arcadian Brute is dead. So you might be wondering, why did I bother doing this video of showing people with really, really high stats, something that you might not even think is possible for your current setup, to beat Arcadian Brute in one turn? You might think it's incredibly unrealistic, or why the heck am I doing something that I probably need to grind ages for? So I was under the mentality that I need to just like brute force everything before. And I was like, okay, 1 hour long boss fights are completely fine. But then I was like thinking this thing through. It's like, I really don't need to do these long boss fights. If I were to spend those 30-40 minutes on the boss fight to do like grinding for better fans, getting my amps, like getting a solid character together, I can make almost any fight in the game during storyline easy. Like, this strategy I just used is not unique to the Arcadian Brute. I use Arcadian Brute as an example because he's just so difficult. But you can definitely get the strongest fans at the time and do any boss in Chapter 5, Chapter 6, Chapter 7, Chapter 8 in just a one-turn kill. So I do recommend you try to always grind for better fans, look for where the better fans are, get some amps, and just make your characters strong enough that this is just a simple, sequential just growth and being able to beat each boss in one hit. This way you level faster, have a simpler game, and make this game slightly more enjoyable and less painful to play. Unless, of course, you enjoy the long, hard, brutal fights. If that's your thing, then go ahead, have some fun with it. But for everyone else, I do highly recommend you try to follow a similar strategy. Until next time, then, thank you for watching.